Dun, dun.
Wow. That's not the KTM 150.
No, we got a KTM 200 now. Our good buddy, after we got it all tip-top, looking beautiful, that CRF 250R, he wanted to go two-stroke, man, so he traded it. We traded it for this beautiful bike.
KTM 200, either an EXC or I know there was like an MX version of the 200. We're not too sure. Believe we'd have to check the VIN to double check, but I believe it's a 2001. I don't know.
I don't know. You might be right.
It's one of these. It's 2001, 2, 3, somewhere around there. Who knows? Who cares? We'll figure it out. We should have figured it out before we restart recording, but it doesn't matter. Basically,
what makes me confused. I know these ones are the last two, and it says 91 at the end.
Oh, really?
So it's like, what vehicle does what?
I don't know. It's the freaking Austrians too, man. These things are put together backwards anyway.
Yeah.
So he basically traded his CRF 250 that was on the channel for this thing. And it was mint, dude. It was so mint. It was just rebuilt. It's perfect. Blah 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 blah. And
I'm already feeling bad as Ryan brought this over here to compare them, because we had the CR sitting back here looking pretty stored.
Yeah.
And right off the get-go, I don't like these older KTMs. I'm just gonna be honest.
No, they're ugly.
You've kind of steered me away from them too.
Yeah, they're bad.
Right off the rip, I wanted to say no, but I didn't want to say no with the guy right there. They were family.
Yeah.
From what the guy is saying, it had fresh rebuild, is what I was told. I didn't even look at it that very deep. I just knew it ran.
Yeah.
Said, well, do what you want to do, Ryan. I'm not going to make the decision for you type of situation.
And then he called me and he's like, do you think that's a good trade? And me being the two-stroke fanboy, I'm like, dude, the KTM 200, like that's a perfect power plant. That'd be nice for trail riding. The four-strokes are unreliable. You already blew it up once, basically. Like, yeah, ditch that sucker. And if you guys watched the previous video, we put it together and we got it running and it started good. I don't know how long it's going to last, but that was kind of the thought process.
Right.
And
we had that on our heads more than looking into this.
Yes.
So there is that.
So now,
and the guy who
the
guy who owned this beforehand he is mechanically inclined. He is family to family of Ryan, so there is a good rapport there.
Yes.
But yeah, Ryan took it out first time. He let it sit from the trade time, which was about 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Garage for a good day, takes it out on a good day. We had beautiful weather in Michigan over the past couple days.
Yep.
And he's riding over to my house, and I hear, gotta come save Ryan. So I hop in the side-by-side, drive down the road, and they're dead in the water. We left it at a buddy's house for 2 days, and then they came over the other night and dropped it off. And they said, it's blown up. So I hopped on it. Fucking second kick. The first kick, it sounded like it wanted to go. I kicked it again with a little throttle, and it came to life. But it didn't sound like a normal two-stroke. It sounded like loose timing chain on a four-stroke.
Yeah.
Combined with the two-stroke ying-ying.
Yes.
And I don't know what that was, and I didn't like it at all. He didn't like it either. We did do another startup for Austin.
Yeah, I was just over here on the weekend, and they were kind of giving me the rundown of what was happening. And
30 minutes after it dropped off, you came here.
Yeah, and we started it, and it sounds terrible, almost like the piston is rattling around in there or something in the engine is rattling around. I would want to start it up to show you guys, but at the same time, I don't know. It might be like literally on the brink of destroying itself. So for Ryan's sake, we're not going to start it up, but we're going to tear into this sucker, take the seat off, gas tank, yeah.
Hear that?
Oh, yeah. I did.
Sound like a pop.
Oh,
that don't sound good.
No.
There's something in the stroke.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Spare the piston in the bottom of the...
I fucking hope not.
Bottom, like say this is the size of the piston.
Yeah.
Or pointy and fucking...
I don't know.
Snapped off. It could still run if the top of the side, like if the ring is still...
Yeah. It's just not this... Oh, man. Fuck. I hope not.
I've seen it happen in cars.
So it's hard to see. There is like some weepage around the head, but let's stop guessing. We'll start taking the gas tank off, the seat off, and doing all that stuff, and we'll start popping the head and maybe the pipe off and see if we can...
Someone told me that these are known to break reed pedals off too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Well, Ryan's buddy told me that.
I don't think a broken reed pedal would make that noise though.
It wouldn't start most likely.
No, probably not.
It wouldn't have compression then.
No.
Yeah.
And actually, my era bike is known for reed pedals.
Okay.
So if KTM has had 20 years of bad reeds, then that woohoo! Keep taking money. Ooh, oh fuck! Should have bought a Yami. That's coming from a KTM owner. All right, let's tear into this fucker.
Pointed at my rims and said, that shit box with them Trudeaus sounds awful and looks gay. Just throw it away. Said just throw it away. It's a big loud ragged out maxi pack where all your money wastes. Just throw it away. Yeah, just throw it away.
Uh-oh. I don't know, bro. No. What is that?
Hear that rattle? Trying to feel for bearing. You know?
Hold on, leave it there. Just like, that's kind of,
I don't feel anything bad.
yeah, but like that,
That port, the way it is,
yeah, that
on the one side.
I mean, that's not terrible, but.
Oh, I feel bearing.
Like
Crank.
Yeah.
Like the piston's moving. Yep.
Oh, no. You don't think it could be the wrist pin bearing?
The piston just hopped up and down. It might be the wrist pin bearing.
That would be I would hope it's the wrist pin bearing. That's the only thing.
Yep.
Is it bad? What, you can feel it like rocking? Oh. Oh.
And then we'll be able to up and down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck!
It's all crank, baby.
It's all crank? That's not the wrist pin?
Look down there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's a one ride bike.
Fuck, dude, that piston looks like pretty dang.
Top end fresh, bottom end wouldn't go.
And what rod is that? Oh my god, yeah, that is fucked.
That was all rod knockage.
Oh yeah. Yikes. Looks
What's it got, stuntman? It's got one ride. Woo!
Oh hey, that's a quick video, huh? Well, we could take it off, figure out, but
You think this is something you could do?
what, crank?
Yeah.
I mean, we could do it. It's just a matter of what does he want to do, or like.
How much does he want for it?
I
I'll
don't
powder
know.
coat it, put a crank in it.
What's the number? We won't put this in the video. $300.
$2,200. No, this one I don't think would need that much, would it?
No.
Probably a G-note to make it nice.
Yeah, probably.
Like, go through a lot of things.
Hopefully.
And the motor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, crank.
I don't know.
Gasket kit.
Fucking yikes, man.
I'm gonna send him the snap first.
Okay.
Oh. Get it to top dead center. It's got a bad crank. Bad crank.
Damn it. Yeah. Whoa, dude, where'd the motor go? Alright, so we got some problems. Focus camera, you're $2,000. Piece of shit. So that's dicked. Come on, dude, what the fuck? Focus. Thank you. So that's in the cylinder. And then I don't know if you guys can see right there. That's a crackaroni. So basically, yeah, this needs to be freaking replated, which is nice. So, cool. Nice. Head. It's okay. Will do. So we're looking at a replate. You want to show them the rod play, bud?
Oh yeah, we can show them the rod play. It's in neutral still. I'm trying to get that shifter off. Let me do a pivot action. So that's top dead center. It doesn't want to do a lot of that. It's like really crusty and crunchy.
Yes.
Is that getting... focusing that?
Yeah.
I heard you saying something about the focus.
Yeah. Yeah, she's a dick.
As it rotates, it doesn't like... If you do this, you can get the whole thing to move because the bearing is like seizing.
Yeah.
Like normally this should spin freely, but the fact that doing this is moving the whole thing so easily, it doesn't want to go around.
No.
That's backwards, but
that's okay. She's fucked.
it's bad.
She's fucked.
Maybe
She's
we'll
toast.
JB weld on the old bearing and put it back to normal.
The reeds are fucked. No, I don't know.
Well, the pedals are there. Pedals are pedals.
So yeah. So I guess if this is the last time you ever see this bike on the channel, Ryan sold it. If not, stay tuned for a full rebuild, I guess, on this KTM.
Wash.
Oh yeah, I guess we did figure out it is a 2000 MXC 200 with a FMF gnarly and some actually pretty good tires. That's the best thing about this bike, is it's got some nice ass tires.
Just working it back and forth.
Okay, well, that's a short, sweet video, you know. That was easy peasy. It's fucked.
We fix it.
Yeah, we fix it. We do. Hopefully we ride, but yeah, I mean, we were outside power washing this beautiful GT jet ski. Check that out. And
get some parts money up and we're gonna make it actually nice.
yeah, now it's 35 and raining / snow after having a week of 80 degrees. So hopefully we're fucking riding and not fixing so much shit, but I think we got a project on our hands, so.
The jet skis are kind of just for the really hot days.
Yeah.
We're not trying to go full jet ski channel.
Well, that'll do it too. YouTube. Don't subscribe, don't like, don't do fucking jack shit. Bye.